Okay, David, one more time in Argentina. Tell me, since in the last hours you were playing here in the Creamfields, how did you feel this time?
It's the best party in the world, period.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's ridiculous. And you know, I've been playing Creamfield for many, many years, and it's like every time it's bigger and better, and I'm like, no, we cannot beat last year. It's impossible,
Yeah.
you know?
And you do next year.
It's incredible. And it's like a rendezvous, you know, do you say
Yeah.
rendezvous? You know,
Rendezvous.
it's like a rendezvous
Yeah.
with the people from Argentina. It's
How can
really
you
magic.
explain that? Because you have so many parties in your life. You are the owner of the party maybe in these days in the world. And you come here and you say that to us. And that's very important coming from you. You know what I mean?
Yes, no,
What
but
do
I
you
don't. I
see?
say it to you, but I say it also to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
When I make interviews, they ask me, "What is your favorite gig?" I always say Creamfield, Argentina. It's crazy. I just love it.
What's the explanation?
I don't know. First, I think you are crazy.
Yeah.
That's the first explanation. You know.
Good answer.
And also, you know, when there's like this, if I feel like there's something special between that Argentinian crowd and me. You know, it's like a love story, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and with this album, Nothing But the Beat, it's increasing this love between Argentina and David Guetta, no?
Yes,
Because it's an excellent album.
Well, thank you very much.
How can you compare it with One Love? I mean, I can say that One Love was more a mix between electronic and urban music.
Yes.
And here you,
There's
every
lots
song.
of different things, you know.
Yeah.
It's because when I made One Love, it was something very new to mix electronic music with urban music. But in the meantime, it became the new standard of pop music in the world. So my challenge with this new album, Nothing But the Beat, was how can I keep my style, but at the
Without
same
repeating.
time, exactly,
Yeah.
surprise people. And I think this is probably every artist's problem is how can you keep your identity, but also surprise people, you know? And
How did you do it?
That's first, I came with a double album,
Yeah.
you know, one is vocal, the other one is only electronic, because I'm a DJ first, and it's very important to me. And second, you know, well, by, you know, producing with new sounds and you know, not using the same trick over and over again, you know. So, you know, I'm opening the album with Where Them Girls At. That is, in a way, the end of a story. Is the sound of my previous album.
So you
to
start
connect.
finishing the last thing.
Yes, and then the rest is totally new. And this record, I think, with Usher, Without You, I think is one of the biggest, most beautiful records I've done in my life. So, yes.
Yeah, it's strange, no, because you became the most important DJ in the world, and now, for me, it seems that you're soonly becoming a big pop star or rock and roll star, no? After being the best DJ, now you go for more.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't really see it this way, like getting bigger, because for me, I'm very happy as a DJ. It just happened that my music is getting extremely successful on a radio level when I was first making music for the clubs, you know. So I've been fighting for many years so that our music, you know, and the DJ culture in general was respected as much as hip hop and rock, you know. And it's happening now. Dance music is the biggest thing on the planet right now. And I'm happy not only for me, but for all my community, you know.
Absolutely.
I think it's wonderful. And yes, you're right.
I mean, today I was coming here from my TV channel, and a guy with a tie, 50 years old, says, "Oh, I like David Guetta," and he never went to a party.
No, man, it's
you
crazy.
know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And
It's
actually,
not only 25 years old boys.
it's actually interesting because, you know, when I have a show now, not when I play in a club, but when I have a show,
Yeah.
like Creamfields, for example,
example?
I have, you know, like teenagers, adults, everything, you know, because I have the people that were following me since all those years in the clubs, the crazy party people, you know, and also people that know me from the radio only, which is
Absolutely.
kind of crazy for
Yeah,
me,
absolutely.
you know, but I'm very flattered, and I love the fact that I'm introducing this culture also to people that were not maybe sensitive to it. So I think it's great. And yes, that's why, you know, sometimes when I play as a DJ, it's like the first part of my set will be all my big hits that people know from the radio, and then I go a little more crazy for my party people.
Changing a little bit. I see, you know, with all the artists of different style, rock and roll, hip hop, pop, you played or you wrote songs with, and I was wondering, who gives more to the other one? You give more to will.i.am, to Usher, or they teach you more to you? You know what I mean? When you mix the ideas, who gets more from the other one?
It's difficult. You know, first, when you make a hit record, it's good for everybody.
Yeah.
You know? Guys, I'm sorry, but if you can please not speak at the same time, because this is really annoying. I'm trying to focus, and okay?
So, no, we start again that question. So, when you have to write a song or to produce a song with all these big artists, you are also a big artist. How is the egos? No, I mean,
no, there's
how do you
no
mix
ego, my friend.
with all of them?
No, but there's no ego.
You have to have something special also as a human being, not only as an artist.
Yes, absolutely. First, it's usually it starts with a personal story, you know, and most of the people that I'm working with, I became really friends with, and also the thing is that because I work with a lot of urban artists that are not from my world, you know, we have things to learn from each other. So they bring something that I cannot do, but I can also bring something that they cannot do. And I think this is what is exciting because it's the best of both worlds. And or even on this album, there's one record that, you know, I made with a girl called Sia, and she's totally different. She's more like a kind of left field pop artist, you know, but a little bit.
Sorry. So you were telling me about Sia.
Yeah, so, okay. So, for example, you know, there's this record that I made with Sia that is called Titanium, and Sia is a different artist. She's absolutely not from the urban world. She's more like a kind of left field pop artist. And again, it's a new experience, and I love, you know, surprising the artists that I work with by taking them there somewhere that they don't know, because they feel a little bit insecure, but in a good way, because I really trust them, and something really magic comes out of it most of the time. And she's a good example because she also inspires me to do a music that is different, and she was one of the reasons to change my sound. So I think it's always like it goes both ways, you know, and same with Usher, you know, it was amazing to work with Usher.
And it's a great song.
And the song is huge.
It's huge. Do you feel better or do you enjoy most being producer or being on this side of the field? I mean, no, when it's your stuff, you have to compose, you have to write the song, you have to think it, or to produce another's one song and help him. You know what I mean?
Oh, do you mean if, when my name is on the cover or when my name is not there? It's
you take it.
Okay, it's different because it's a little bit different because if I work for someone and my name is not there, I will adapt myself a little more.
Okay.
You know, but if my name is there,
it's you.
Then they're coming into my world. Yeah. So you know, it's a different. But both are interesting. But you know, to be honest, you know. What is probably the most important for me is to be a DJ, because all my inspiration comes from this, from the clubs, because I make music first because I want people to dance and have a good time. And then I want also the song to be emotional, and that's why I started to make songs and not only beats, you know. Yeah. And a lot of artists, they want to see people in the clubs dancing on their music. And that's why they come to me.
Absolutely. Do you feel that David Guetta is in his best moment? Because I was listening to the vocal album, and if I'm the owner of the company, I don't know which song sent to the radio, because they are all big hits, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I wanted to make an album that doesn't have any fillers, you know. Every record that is on this album is a big record.
You have to be in a good moment to do that.
yes, I'm in a very positive, creative moment, and still, you know, every day I make music. Still now, the album is out, but I don't stop. You know, I love it. It's my life.
And what about, because I was wondering, no, if you go to another styles of music, maybe a blues star, a rock star, he can have 70 years old Bob Dylan and still playing, touring around the world. In your case, do you think, what are you going to do here in 20, 30 years, when maybe you don't like to go to parties at 3 a.m.
What?
Or you will like to go
Well,
at 60 years old, 70?
Yes, I don't want to stop.
Yeah?
Never.
Never.
You know, I will stop the day that there's no one in front of me. But if I can make 50 people dance, I will.
Thank you for coming to Argentina.
My pleasure, man.
For being here in Crimson and for this excellent album, Nothing But
Thank
the
you
Beat.
very much.
Thank you, David. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.